Pope Benedict XVI said, "The world offers you comfort, but you are not made for comfort, you are made for greatness." The RN to BSN program at Lewis University is designed for the associate degree and diploma nurse who is driven to leave their comfort zone and head back to school in pursuit of their baccalaureate degree. Good morning, my name is Karen Guzzo and I'm one of those nurses. Each of my classmates has their own reason for returning to school, but I am sure we all share the same sense of accomplishment as we are completing our capstone projects and preparing for graduation. The decision to return to school was not an easy one, nor was the process for selecting a school. Yet we all chose Lewis. Lewis is a university that is grounded on faith and upholds the values that are mirrored throughout the nursing profession. Its mission for knowledge, fidelity, wisdom, justice, and association are woven throughout the coursework and evidenced by the service-driven curriculum. In the medical field, Lewis has a reputation for the rigor, relevance, and excellence in the quality of its nursing programs. A Lewis nurse is known to be well prepared for the challenges that the healthcare system presents and has ample opportunities because of their training and BSN degree. As Lewis's School of Nursing presents us with our pin today, let this be a symbol of our dedication to our profession and proof that nursing is not just a job, but a true vocation. The RN to BSN students did not come to Lewis to learn how to be nurses, but to expand on the strong foundation we received in our ADN programs. This group of registered nurses bring with them a wealth of knowledge and diverse experience that includes critical care, open heart, OR, ER, home health, ortho, rehab, and the list goes on, and their level of experience ranges from a few years to almost 40 years. Included in this remarkable group are charge nurses, preceptors, and nurse managers that have the desire and passion to advance their degree. Now, there are many advantages with learning in a cohort setting like this, but one in particular is the chance to network with each other. Sharing personal working experiences created an atmosphere full of open discussion that reinforced evidence-based practices and research for the clinical setting. To be honest, before entering this program, we didn't know what we didn't know. We started with Dr. Wilbur's boot camp, which was also known as Nursing Concepts. This class was a rude awakening for what was to come, and we quickly realized that free time was a thing of the past and that we must be fully committed if we wanted to succeed. Dr. Wilbur started our transformation from practicing nurses to researchers as we developed our computer skills, public speaking, and of course, APA writing. As each new class started, I remember feeling overwhelmed as I read the syllabus. How did Lewis expect us to work full-time, take care of family obligations, while often having more than 30+ hours of homework each week? But the further we got into the program, the more we witnessed a change in ourselves and each other. The transition was slow, but becoming more obvious. We spoke using terms that I think would make Linda Steffen smile. For randomized controlled trials, systematic reviews, and meta-analysis was now part of our vocabulary. Deborah Korniger instructed us on realistic ways to enhance our assessment skills that we were able to put into practice with our patients. Kathy Levy taught us how to be a catalyst for change in the workplace using the SWOT analysis, and as for Vicki Wielding, she was a magician because she found 44 hours of free time that we didn't even know we had, and it happened to be the exact number of community service hours that we needed. But as the expectations that Lewis placed on us grew, so did our comfort zone. As we finished each course, a funny thing was happening. We were slowly evolving into evidence-based, PowerPoint-crazed, research and APA formatted nurses. Our passion for nursing has remained the same, but our voices were getting stronger. As we near the end of our journey, it was time for our capstone projects, and this is where Dr. Svoboda came into the picture. She has been like the bow on a beautifully wrapped package, with everything we learned tucked neatly inside. Our capstone project is the culmination of our education and is our opportunity to put into practice our newfound skills. Dr. Svoboda has been the guiding force in helping us make instrumental changes in our workplaces and communities. Personally speaking, I have been a nurse for 12 years, with the last 10 spent in an open heart unit. It wasn't until my capstone project that I was able to convey to management the need for a critical care line cart. By using evidence-based research and support from ANA position statements, there is a cart, affectionately named Homer, that is now being used. So I thank you, as well as my entire unit thanks you. As I mentioned earlier, returning to school has been an overwhelming journey, but it was always an inspiration knowing that our instructors also chose the same path that we did, for they too are ADN nurses who are now master's and doctorate prepared. They are examples of what hard work and commitment can accomplish. Now, there's a special connection that ADN nurses share because of the intense programs that we graduated from. And when I came to Lewis, I respected my classmates before I even knew them. But now I stand in awe of this incredible group of nurses that I now call my friends, many of whom are new members of the Nurses Honor Society, Sigma Theta Tau. Although this may be our last pinning, I do not believe this will be the last graduation for many of us. There are future nurse practitioners, educators, clinical specialists, administrators, and forensic nurses that are completing this RN to BSN program. A sincere thank you goes out to our family and friends that have supported us during this all-time-consuming and all-enveloping journey as we pursued our degree, and a special remembrance for our loved ones that guide us from heaven above. We have felt your loss and persevered in your honor. Thank you to Misty Ludwig, Rachel Hudson, and Donna Rice for navigating us through this program and keeping us on track. And to all the instructors with our RN to BSN program, we couldn't have done it without you. St. Francis said, start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible. The RN to BSN program with nurses here today did just that, and now we know what we didn't know. As students of a Catholic university, I think it's only fitting that we end with a verse from Scripture. In Proverbs 31:8, it reads, "Speak up for those who can't speak for themselves." As nurses, we have always been patient advocates, but now as a Lewis nurse, our voices are stronger and more powerful, so please, once again, step out of your newfound comfort zone and join nursing organizations, go out into your communities and churches, and let your voice be heard. Thank you, and congratulations to all the nurses here today.